stations. So the Court of Appeal have really talked about this, and it has really factored this out, the injustice and the discrimination in terms of this internship, whereby all the 44,000 intern teachers now have equal rights for these permanent and pensionable immediately, should not delay anymore. You know, for the plan of the executive, for the plan of the government, it was for every other teacher to undergo the internship for 2 years, and then from there they become absorbed to permanent and pensionable terms. That was their plan. And also, when I talk about this issue, it really violates Article 249 of the Kenyan Constitution. Remember, Article 249 of the Kenyan Constitution guarantees every other commission, like this commission, Teacher Service Commission, every commission in this country, they are given the freedom to undergo, to decide, to do decision making, to do anything, all the operations within their jurisdiction without the interference of the executive. But we was very surprised because the president himself in Kitui last year, when he was in a state lodge, he talked about the internship that we have sat down and we have agreed as a government policy that it is 2 years. Then we were wondering, where have they sat? Have they sat with the Teacher Service Commission or the Presidential Task Force on Education Matters? So we don't know. It was interfered. The 2-year policy came from the president, which is actually violating the right of this Kenyan teacher who has really suffered for 4 years, paying school fees in the university, and now they are being brought back to come and engage in a 2-year, a full 2-year internship. Let me tell you, these people have young families. These people have dependents. And when you check the 17,000, I just wondered maybe before I talked about the 17,000. If I may tell you, these schools that we are teaching there, one, we contribute lunch. All these public schools, we contribute lunch as teachers for you to eat in those schools. We give roughly around 1,500 to 1,700, 1,700.
Per month,
Per month. I'm giving you a budget of a month for you to understand why these teachers are coming out to maybe air out their grievances and say, government, may you appreciate us because of this internship we have done. They pay lunch, 1,500. They pay fare, transport from their houses to school, to and fro. Roughly, let me talk about myself. I live in a place where I go to school using 150 shillings. I live in Maseras town, and I'm teaching a school called Chikomani in Kwale County. When you check that, I pay 150 shillings in the morning and 150 shillings in the evening. Others, they may have secured a room near the school, they pay 100 shillings. When you check, 150, that is 300.
300,
Multiplied by around, let's say, 24 days or 25 days. That's roughly 7,500 going to transport. When you add 1,500, it becomes 9,000. Now, we have rent. In this, like this Nairobi. Nairobi, a very cheap house is maybe 6,500 or 7,000 or maybe 6,000. But in remote areas, you may get that it is around 5,000. So average, let's say rent is average 5,000 everywhere in this country. Now, when that will be 5,000 plus 9 is 14,000. Now, remember, our internship doesn't have medical cover. I want you to understand that. In fact, you are going to take a cover, an insurance cover. When you are engaging in this internship, you go to a bank, they give you an insurance cover to cover you for that period of your internship. So you will find that in a month, maybe when you are sick, you use average of 1,000 shillings for a medical bill. 14,000 plus 1,000 becomes 15,000. Now tell me, you have 17,000, you have spent 15,000. Now, at that point, you've not factor in the breakfast that you will take. You will not factor in the supper. And you've not taken in, you've talked about the budget of one person, you. If you have a family, the whole month, I'm telling you, these intern teachers, they are actually under financial constraints. They have taken loans everywhere, including the Okwachazi. You'll find that these teachers have huge Okwachazi. They have not even paid. They have Senka, this Tala, every other thing. So actually, basically, we are asking the government, if the government is having the heart they have the heart, actually the human heart. Let them appreciate these teachers. We have done the internship for 15 months, and the others have done for 5 months.
Let me